Long Island Power Authority, commonly abbreviated as LIPA, is a municipal subdivision of the state of New York that oversees PSEG Long Island, the electricity service provider for most of Long Island. LIPA was originally created under the Long Island Power Act of 1985 to acquire the Long Island Lighting Company's assets and securities after the cancellation of the Shoreham Nuclear Power Plant. A second Long Island Power Authority, a wholly owned subsidiary of the first, acquired LILCO's transmission and distribution system in May 1998. LIPA currently is responsible for the oversight and ownership of the former LILCO electric grid on Long Island, now branded, operated and managed by a division of PSEG since January 1, 2014. Before that point, LIPA had played a significant role in day-to-day operations and the system was run under its brand name, though National Grid USA maintained its transmission and distribution system under a management services agreement that expired on December 31, 2013. LIPA's Long Island retail electric system provides electric service to over 1.1 million customers in Nassau and Suffolk counties, and the Rockaway Peninsula in Queens. PSEG and LIPA do not own or operate any electric generation or retail natural gas assets on Long Island. LIPA's Long Island transmission voltages are 345,100, 38,000 and 69,000 volts, subtransmission voltages are 33,000 and 23,000 volts, and distribution voltages are 13,200 and 4,160 volts. On January 24, 2007, then-Governor Elliott Spicer announced that Kevin Law would replace Richard Kessel as chairman of LIPA until the fall when a new chairman would be named and Law would become chief executive officer of LIPA. On October 8, 2007, Law took over as president and CEO. Kevin Law stepped down on September 1, 2010 in order to become the new president of the Long Island Association. Chief Operating Officer Michael Hovey assumed the responsibilities until a new CEO and president is selected by the LIPA Board of Trustees. David M. Daly is the current president and COO of PSEG Long Island, while Ralph V. Zwazzi is the chairman of LIPA's Board of Trustees. LIPA and National Grid caught much media criticism in their response to Hurricane Sandy. As a result of criticism in the response to Sandy, numerous key people at LIPA have resigned. Michael Hovey, COO of LIPA, resigned on November 13, 2012 for this very reason. Though it has not been officially confirmed whether these resignations were caused by the response to Sandy, Bruce Germano and ex-Christopher Damianos resigned on November 27, 2012. And most importantly, LIPA Chairman Howard Steinberg also resigned on November 30, 2012. Privatization. On December 15, 2011, LIPA selected Public Service Enterprise Group of New Jersey, the largest electric utility of that state, to take over management and operation of the electric grid from National Grid, starting in January 2014. At first, this agreement was similar to the current agreement with National Grid, only giving PSEG the responsibility of operating and maintaining the electric grid. On January 9, 2013, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo called for the privatization of LIPA in his State of the State speech. Even though the governor appoints 5 of the 9 trustees to serve on the LIPA board, he cited LIPA's inability to quickly recover from Hurricane Sandy among other incidents. In May, he announced a plan to give PSEG near-complete control of LIPA, including all day-to-day operations, essentially privatizing LIPA. The Long Island Power Authority would simply exist as the owner of the system and holder of its debt. The plan was not supported by local residents but elected officials were in favor. On July 29, 2013 the state legislature passed a law effectively transferring most of LIPA's operations to PSEG beginning in 2014. On January 1, PSEG rebranded the LIPA system PSEG Long Island as it took over operations, effectively removing the LIPA name from the public eye. See also, Long Island Lighting Company, Northport Power Station. References